Hey guys, Pro1701 here, and today we're going to talk about Daleks Masterplan and the animations. Now, most of us want Daleks Masterplan to be animated. It's kind of the holy grail epic that everybody wants animated. And I'm sure if they do animate it, they'll animate all 12 episodes. Even though 3 of them exist, they'll probably animate all 12. That's kind of what they do. My question is, would you be willing to pay the money if they released them in 2 volumes, like say 2 parts? Part 1 being the first 6 episodes, part 2 being the second 6 episodes. Maybe part 1 also having Mission to the Unknown in it, be it the recreation or the animation. Would you be willing to do that? Because doing 12 or 13 episodes would be a huge strain, and I don't know what they would budget for it, but I'm pretty sure the budget would be stretched pretty thin. And I would be willing to spend the money on 2 releases if it got a bigger budget because of that. I am willing to tell the BBC, if you're willing to give it Y amount of money for your budget instead of just X amount of money, I am willing to buy both releases instead of just getting them all in one release. That is the deal I am willing to make with the BBC right there. Like, say, because again, 12 or 13 episodes, that's a lot to animate. And I don't want Fury from the Deep animation, because if you've watched my channel, you know I am hugely disappointed with Fury from the Deep's animation, because all of the horror and scary and suspense that story has a reputation for having is lost in the animation. It's just, the animation is just terrible. A lot of people are upset with the Web of Fear animation. I haven't seen all of that yet because my steelbook is still not here even after 30 days. 30 days to the day I'm recording this. Still not here. Yes, they have been sent an email about it. I don't want crappy animation because we've got to do 13 episodes and we only have this amount of time and we only have this amount of budget. If you split it into 2 releases, one, you can have more time because you don't have to get the releases out at the same time. You can release the first half in February and release the second half in August. I'm cool with that. Also, if you know you're doing them as 2 releases, you're going to have people buying both releases. You're going to have twice as much money coming in. You can have a higher budget. Like, say, just pulling some numbers out of my ass here. I think the steelbooks run me, usually going by US dollars, not pounds, because I'm in the States. US dollars, let's say $40, because I always get the steelbooks. I say $40. Instead of getting them all in one release and spending $40 and them having a budget of, again, pulling a number out of my ass, $100,000, let's just say, I would rather them have a budget of $200,000 or $160,000, and I would be willing to spend $80 for both steelbooks. So if they're willing to increase the budget, if they say, hey, look, we got a lot of fans here who say they're willing to buy a split release if we put more money into it. And I am. I mean, would you rather spend $40 for Fury from the Deep animation, or would you rather spend $80 for Macra Terror animation or Moonbase animation, or maybe even something totally better because they can put the money into it? I'm saying I'd rather spend the $80 for the good animation than the $40 for the Fury animation. That's what we're going to call crap animation from now on. Fury animation, or web animation, I guess. That's my main thing. I don't mind releasing Daleks Masterplan in 2 parts. I would be cool with that as long as they put the budget and the time into it. That's the great thing too. Again, you don't have to have the time crunch because you're not having to nail 12 episodes at once. You can work on 6 episodes. Focus on those 6 episodes. Make those 6 episodes immaculate and then release them. And then I'm willing to wait even another year if I have to. Do one in September of one year and one in September of the next. You can release part 1 in 2023 for the 60th, and then have part 2 come out next year. That gives them a whole nother year to work on the other 6 episodes. So they're not rushed. Part of the problems with Power of the Daleks was time constraints. The original 2016 release, time constraints. I'm very sure part of the problem with Fury from the Deep was time constraints. It shows. So my message to the BBC is take your time, put the budget into it. I will spend the money. And a lot of people buy not just, say, the steelbook. A lot of people buy the DVD, the Blu-ray, and the Steelbook, or at least 2 out of 3, because a lot of people, I envy the UK people, because on the DVD releases, y'all get those reversible covers that look like, you know, and the reverse side looks like the old DVD collection, so they actually fit in on your shelf with your old DVDs, and that's phenomenal, and I wish the American versions did that, but they don't. So that's, you know, a lot of people might buy the Blu-ray or the Steelbook and the DVD version just to have the DVD version on their shelf to complete their range. And that's twice as much money you're going to get from each part. All I ask is that you put the budget into it to make it better. So that's my thoughts on it. If they do split up Daleks Masterplan, I will be fine with that as long as we are getting a better quality product. I would like to know what you think about this, and whether you agree with my logic, whether you don't agree with my logic, which is perfectly fine. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on Daleks Masterplan animation. And other things to do, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. I also have a Patreon if you would like to contribute to that. There is a link to that down in the description below if any of the tiers there, you know, pique your interest. But most importantly, thank you for watching.